I understood everything, but there were some specific things that I'm like, I was going based on what I thought, but I couldn't quite get all the 3 right ones or whatever it was that, you know.
But it made any sense to me that on the one where it was asking about whether those things applied to the paper prototype, the interactive, or I can't even think of what the third one was. But it was like, it was the same 5 qualities. I was like, so, okay, I know those 2 apply to that one, those 2 apply to that one. So it must be this one last one for this other one. But it wasn't.
I actually find the quizzes are nice because I go into the quiz and I miss some. And I'm like, okay, well, why did I miss them? I have to kind of go through and I have to reread. And I feel like as I go through it, I really kind of solidify what they are because I'm having to go back through and re-put them in each time. And I feel like the last quiz, at least, I was like, oh, duh, that's why it's that one. That I was getting it wrong, and I was like, oh, I didn't read the question right. I don't know. That's my take, but I'm weird.
I mean, I've taken them all, and I mean, I'm saying I've always retaken them until I get an A, and this one I'm about ready to give up. I don't even know. I know it's just I'm not understanding something, but...
Oh, the one you're talking about now, the one due tomorrow?
The one due tomorrow. I've taken 9 times. I can't figure there. I mean, it's. I think some of them can have multiple answers because I went through and changed like one answer and it didn't change my score. So anyway, but I can't. I don't think I'm understanding the difference between prototype and detailed design. Cause anyway,
I haven't even looked out the one for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to take it today, and I just haven't done it yet. So
good luck for everyone.
Yeah.
The one that was due on Monday, I gave up and took a B on it. I was like,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't even know if they're worth that much of our grade. I think the I mean the projects and the other things.
I think they're worth 1 point each.
Oh,
like it's really, really teeny tiny minuscule. So I was like, I am going to spend more time to retake this test in order to hopefully get 0.1 points back. No.
Yeah, and that's how I'm feeling. Like I said, I've always retaken them and like figured it out, but this one I'm like, I think I'm just gonna have to take a B because I don't know. I've taken it so many times.
Yeah, the tests themselves are worth 0.8 points at the moment. The more we take, the less they will all be because all of the quizzes together are worth a total of 10 points.
Okay.
At least we don't have the exams, right?
Yeah, I'm super glad about that.
I'm so happy. I was looking through the book because when you get to the end, it says test 3 or whatever. I was looking through it and I was like, man, I'm glad we don't have to take this.
Oh. Yeah. And I think that this one was wrong on the test because it said we had to do something weird. And that's not what the test was about at all. On this one that I'm taking now, the 3.3 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, okay. Sorry. Getting into.
No, you're fine. Okay, so the assignment that we're working on today, it's just 3 different prototypes of the same stopwatch app.
Yes.
So I did the paper one. We can go over that if we want. I was trying to do the storyboard, but I just am not an artist, and so it was not coming out. I could have it in my head, and I was like, yeah, that's going to be a stick figure. That's going to be a stick figure. But I don't know if it's just that they want it on the storyboard, like the paper itself, like you just draw out the person using the app, or what they want for the storyboard if they...
Well, on page 110, it's just drawn out the views of the app, and it says underneath it, Sally starts in Alma and needs to get to DNC. She hits the home button to do this. So it's a storyboard. It doesn't show people. It just shows the screens of the app and then describes below what Sally is doing to get through it.
Oh. Okay.
Do you see page 110?
Yeah, I do now. Wait, 110. I was on 104. Hold on. 110. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking of something else. I must have been looking at something else. This won't take long. So we just have to kind of write it all on one paper and just kind of explain it. Whereas the paper prototype, we have to do a video on it, and that's why it shows the user's hands. I think that's what I was looking at, is that it was showing the user's hands on it. So
oh, the paper one?
Mm-hmm. But that's because it's a video. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only thing I would have to say on the interactive is I think it's supposed to somehow show or highlight what buttons are being pushed.
Mm-hmm. That's why I threw it in PowerPoint, and then we're supposed to use like a cursor or something that highlights which button's being pushed. Does that make sense? I don't know. I can make it so that on each of the InDesign things that I just make the button that's being pushed green or something so that we see that it's being pushed. I wasn't even sure if we wanted to put, because I mean, most of the mock-ups that I saw for interactive, it was colorful. So I don't know if we want to make them colorful.
I don't care that they're not colorful. I mean, I would have, I don't know, maybe start should be green and stop should be red.
I'm sharing my screen, by the way.
Okay.
For those who are a little confused.
It's one thing I need to work on. I suck at Adobe Suites.
Yeah, I'm starting to use it for my other class, and so I was like, oh, well, maybe I should use it for this one so that I actually kind of understand it better.
I lost my subscription after I took one class that had to use it. And so I never like practiced more with it. And then one of my other classes, I had to create a logo, and I did it in Illustrator, and oh my heavens. That was a nightmare.
That's like my favorite thing to do.
You want to come make my logo for me? This COMS 315 class, if you like to design, is like, I think probably a walk in the park.
No.
I hate.
Which one is it? What's it called? I mean, like, what's the name of it?
Is this the social media?
Social media.
Oh, okay.
He begins the class saying, "This is a design class. Stop should be red, sweetheart."
Yeah, that's what I was realizing. There we go.
And I was like, "Oh, it'll be fine." And I'm going, "Oh, dang it! This is a design class. I hate my life."
That's how I feel when I have to take the development classes. I'm like, I do not know what's going on. Luckily, my brother-in-law is a programmer, so he's always helped me, been my tutor, because I'm like, I do not understand like what's going on half the time.
Yeah, I was just working on my magazine spread. And it's pretty crazy.
What's your magazine spread?
For COM 130.
What did you go with?
This is the one I'm working on, actually.
See, we didn't have to. It's kind of weird to change it, because I know that, like, we didn't have to do the right. Like, we just had to do the front, like the cover, like a magazine cover, but we never had to go in and do that. But I saw from a previous version that they had to do it, so I was surprised that we didn't. But
I took COM 130, and I don't ever remember doing magazine.
Yeah, We have to do a magazine spread, which it's kind of fun because I kind of get to see how to use all the typography and things that we've been learning about. But at the same time, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Fiddle with this until I get it. Come on. Seriously. I figured this would be easier, but
I wonder if Miranda's kicked out again.
Oh, I'll do that too.
She turns real quiet.
Okay, so Melissa, I know you've done most of it. What else is left? I mean, I know you're working on some right now, but what else is left to do?
Well, we need the storyboard together. I didn't do the storyboard.
Okay. And is that it? Just this, I mean, is that all that's left?
And then to make this interactive, these screenshots here to make the PowerPoint interactive.
Okay.
Because we need to make it. I mean, she said in there that we don't have to really do much, but as long as we put like a person's finger and show where it's supposed to be clicking,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we can just create a little fake finger and stick it in there in the interactive?
I think so. I mean, I don't think we need to. I think what she said was she didn't want us to spend a ton of time on it. So basically, instead of taking like a mouse, cursor, and having it move around the screen and then all of a sudden click the button, she said, I don't think we needed to do that. But if we just put a fake finger on where which button we're pushing,
Mm-hmm.
that might work just fine.
Okay.
So I
got kicked out again, but I heard this last little bit. But do we even have to do that part, or does it say that? Oh, crud! I was just reading it, and I just slid my screen over.
I think we just need to make it so that she knows which button is being pushed.
So some students use interactive mock-up tools like Envision app for their interactive mock-ups, but many submit PowerPoint presentations. You do not need to use tons or any animations. You can include a slide for each of the steps, and I can put the PowerPoint into presentation mode to walk through the design.
Yeah, so as long as we just have a finger that is at least pointing to the right one.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't look at her little examples yet either, though.
Yeah, her examples, I'm not sure. Because they only showed like half of it. It just showed like, here's a piece of it, and then it was cut off, and so I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't even look at those things yet. I was just reading her stuff. I didn't even notice it.
I have a hard time with her little presentation things that she does.
What'd you say about it?
I have a hard time with them. I have a hard time sitting there and just listening to somebody talk to a blank screen, or just reading what I've already read on a PowerPoint screen. It's just like sometimes.
Oh, I haven't listened to her. Sorry.
Reciting stuff. I'm like,
No, sometimes I don't even watch them. I watched this one because I couldn't figure out the quiz, but then she's like, "You really want to do this one? This will help you on the quiz." And then it just made me more confused. I don't know about more confused, but it didn't clarify anything with the problems that I had on it. So anyway. Baby, come here.
And I don't know if you guys but I put this box here to simulate like a screenshot being taken, but we can probably take that out and just have it be that they push start and then it shows that it's a screenshot. I'm just gonna take it out because it looks weird and I can't get it to look white.
What are you taking out?
I had this little box here and it was supposed to simulate that normally when you take a screenshot on your phone, it puts this little white outline around your thing.
Oh.
But it was just looking weird, so I'm just going to take it out because we can just say we can put someone's finger here and someone's finger up here to show that they're screenshotting or whatever and have it be captured.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave it alone. Oh, I didn't grab the green.
And I haven't even looked. Is the project that we have to do that's due on Saturday? We have to make one of these for our website too, like the paper one, and then the.
I don't know if we have to do all 3 of them. I think we just pick our. I have to look again.
Okay.
We have to have an executive summary, design, a prototype, and specification.
Oh, the spec sheet. I am not looking forward to that. I got
so the spec needs executive summary, criteria, bring criteria from project 2, but not rubric, persona, bring it from project 2, scenario, bring it from project 2, prototype, your design iterations, and a full prototype have no place in the spec. However, you will need to bring in 1 or 2 drawings that are representative of the whole design. So just a drawing, and a detailed design, a breakdown of the various user interface components and how they behave.
Okay.
And the detailed should design all of the states and controls, what accepts input and what will be the result, and drawings of all the key components. So, so I don't have to look. Somebody remember off the top of their head what
what is it?
Our user's name is?
On this one?
Hold on, I put it in the thing.
Okay, so so we have to do the paper prototype and maybe you guys talked about that when I got cut out for a sec. So we have to do the paper prototype and a storyboard still, or is the storyboard, are we doing?
No, I have the paper prototype already. I can show you guys that. Sorry, I'm
okay
here in a plastic baggie so it doesn't get ruined.
No, I just was like, that's what I'm like, I didn't know if that was talked about when I got cut out for a sec. So I was trying to look through the examples and the things it's this thing about like me going back and forth between windows. I can't get myself like, I was trying to read the stuff she had written about what we needed to do. And then let's see, so.
So I was just trying to make this a little more colorful.
And then can anybody look and see what his name is in our thing?
Frank.
Frank?
Frank.
Okay.
Sorry, I came up with that. If you guys ever want to change it.
No, I think it's fine.
Sorry, I was adding in the fact that Brittany's made it so that it showed you which one was your best and which one was your worst. And so I thought, oh, that would be fun to add the red and green in.
Okay, on the paper prototype, wait, hold on. What do those times mean? Because in all I've looked at, it just shows how long that one lap was.
So this is just when you hit the start, or when you hit lap. This is the time in which you hit the lap, and then this is the time between. So when she clicked lap, here, I'll just back up.
That says total time. So in 3 laps, it's like 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, so it's the total time. So when she made it to her 3rd lap and he clicked lap the 3rd time, it was at 10 minutes, 1 second, 24 milliseconds. This is how much the lap was. That's how mine showed it. And I thought, oh, well, the more information, maybe the better. Because they'll see when they click it, like see 14, 44, 53, that shows up over here. And then 10.
Why are those 2 numbers 24. The same then?
Because she hit stop. That's why these 2 numbers are the same, because he hit stop. And so we put the lap in, and this is just the final total time it stopped. We could totally take out this part of it though and just leave the lap for when it hits stop, that it doesn't put in the actual.
Well, but the lap 4 is 20 milliseconds less than lap 3 is my confusion.
Oh, probably. I would just throw in numbers in. We can make it actual like better numbers.
That just made it white. It didn't make sense to me. I was like, that number below is bigger than the number above. Okay.
That's because she did worse on lap 3 than on lap 2. I don't know.
So that's the length of the lap. That's how long the lap took.
Yeah, and I actually need to fix this one because I accidentally forgot to change it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is how long each lap took.
Okay.
So this one here was worse. So then I make that one red. Okay, I'll fix it, bud. Go check it now. See if that worked. I love remotes on my phone because I don't actually have to have it pointing at the TV when something doesn't work. Okay, there we go. So then it shows, okay, this lap was worse than this one, but this one's still her best. And then she did better that last time. So that it just kind of shows which one was better or not. I liked that your stopwatch did that, so I was adding in the colors. And then let me go into my master slides really quick and grab. How do I change like this green color? Oh, that's green. That's okay. I was just gonna make the page look like a phone. It's not letting me change the page color. There we go. And then put this back. And then move it to the back.
I'm horrible at drawing, but I'm drawing this nonetheless.
Is it the storyboard?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, because I am not good at drawing. Oh, I think that's why for some reason. God. I think each of these actually don't have a fine. Now if I give it a fill, easy.
I can't write that tiny.
Yeah. So when I get this done, I can go over the paper prototypes to see if there's anything. All right, now if I put my black rectangle back in.
Throw it.
So do we have a preference as to whether we want the storyboard to just be drawings with the, you know, descriptions of what's happening in each?
Brittany said she was working on it. She was just drawing it.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
That's okay.
Yeah. So I guess I'm a little confused. I was just looking. So next week we need, for this same project, for the next quiz, you're supposed to have written a resume that follows these protocols that we've learned in this chapter. And then we have to like go over a resume.
Yeah, it's basically like you're starting from the beginning and going through everything. Oh, good. I'm glad you found them, but they're broken, so I can't fix them.
And then we have to write a spec for the user interface of the stopwatch app.
Oh, seriously.
Sarah, you're way too ambitious. You're looking way too far ahead.
Well, I feel bad that I'm not doing anything on this one, so I'm like, okay, well, what should I do?
Oh yeah, well, so I was looking at the stuff about the storyboard, and I was like, oh, it's going to start drawing stuff out, and then so I obviously missed the part about Brittany doing it. I was kidding.
No, you're fine. I was just like, okay, well, like, I feel bad that I'm not really doing anything on this assignment, so I was kind of looking ahead, but so for the stopwatch problem, we already have an executive summary and a persona and the scenario and the evaluation criteria, right?
Yeah.
And then you're working on the prototype now, so what do we need to actually do for this one?
Okay.
Hold on.
I mean, it
I'm
says
just having the storyboard show 3 laps.
Why can't this?
I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you learn how to use the one time, I don't know if it's, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there much different? As far as usability is concerned.
Why is this only doing one? Seriously.
Let me help you.
So 3.3, it looks like we're using we're using the idea of a resume to sort of do kind of the things we've done the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then we're just taking the stopwatch app and writing a spec for it, and then we're just changing the things, the executive summary, the persona, whatever, to make it, I don't know, I guess the way it says adapting it so that we're having things a little more detailed. That's kind of my take on it.
Sounds right to me. Oops.
But I didn't read through that part yet.
That part was kind of like an exam. I don't know.
Okay, I'm not an artist, party people. Melissa's paper prototypes are better than what I drew on this, but anybody else wants to try it better?
Oh, she already said it doesn't need to, it just needs to, how did she put it? I don't remember. Now I can't find the right window again. Where am I? Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not
Okay,
it
it's
either.
turned sideways, but I sent it over.
On Slack?
So that is what I did in Slack.
Okay.
It's just
Now it
a
actually
picture.
looks like a phone. I think this.
I think that's fine. And that's what mine would look like too. So like I
That's
don't.
what mine would
Yeah,
be.
I think that's perfect.
I
I
can
think
do okay.
the way she described what we needed, I think that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, looks good to me.
Can you
throw
take
that
it
in.
from Slack, or do I need to send it to you in a different way, Melissa?
I can take it from Slack. You could also just throw it in the Google Doc.
Oh, I didn't see a Google Doc.
Oh, I did. Oh, maybe I didn't post the link to it because I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. That's probably what happened. Because I started working on this, like I got it all set up like last Friday or Saturday. And I was like, I'm not going to post this link yet because everyone's going to freak out and be like, why are you guys posting this already?
You can tell that I'm that overwhelmed with my life right now.
Well, plus I think she saw my post in the web design and development Facebook group and could tell I was a little overwhelmed the other day too. So
I didn't see that till later. I would have sent you a message saying, he seems to be really chill. Like the first assignment, I thought it was due at 11:59. It was the day of my grandfather's funeral. I forgot about it. And it was 11:30 and I turned it in and he goes, well, technically I shouldn't give you any credit because it was late, but it's the beginning of the semester. I didn't even tell him why I was late. I didn't even realize I was late.
well,
And
my
he gave
worry
me
was
at least partial points for it.
well, my worry was because he did that whole video about like no late work, no late work, no late work, and I'm like, and I've dealt with the comm department before and that stuff, and so I was worried that I started panicking. Like I seriously was sitting in my family room sobbing.
Oh.
I think there are some comm teachers that would have said,
Be that big of a deal, but for me, I'm just such a perfectionist that I'm like, the fact that I worked so hard and I was trying to do 10 million things all at the same time, and then I opened my computer and it's sitting there and it hasn't, and it just is uploaded, but the submit button is still just blue. Like,
I would have, that would have been my reaction too. I'm such a, it has to be perfect and it has to be done, and
I pride myself on doing my work, and even if it's, I do my best. I do all of my work and I do my best. And so the fact that I'm like, I did it and somehow it just so
what did he say?
he told me, he said I will accept it. What I did is I sent a screenshot of, I ended up sending him a few screenshots. I sent a screenshot of that page and it showed when, it also had the date and time on the bottom of when I last accessed that page. So I sent him that where it showed that it was uploaded. I said, but I didn't ask him. I also think I didn't ask him to let me like turn it in late. I actually just explained the situation and I told him that like, and I just kind of explained the situation. I said, I understand the way the communications department works and I understand the real world application for that. And I understand that like, regardless of if I did it and I thought I hit submit, that my job is to make sure that I really did and blah, blah, blah. And I did that. And then I realized that I also then took a screenshot and highlighted on my computer where it shows the time that I saved my, saved the document, and I had saved it at 5:28, and so I highlighted that. I sent another message and then I sent him my assignment in a second message and sent that. And I just asked, I said, I don't even know if this is okay to ask, but if you don't mind just going through it and giving me the feedback you would have given had I turned it in. I understand I will not get credit for it because I didn't have it turned in, but if you would at least give me some feedback so I know how to proceed, that would be great. And so I don't know if that helped, that I took full responsibility for it while still like, trying to like explain my, because I wanted him to know that like, I still would like the feedback. I still want to know what I can change, what I can do better, or whatever that he would give me. And he just said like, I understand that things happen and it does look like you did the work and just, something happened. So time, I will let it go, and I just go ahead and upload it, and I will not give you any penalties.
Oh.
So
Melissa, the doc is view only.
I hit the link. Hold on. I hit the link and then forgot. I always forget to change that. I need to like make it to where if I share the link, it's always just. There you go. Should be good now. And
that's because you just did most of our assignment for us. You should be scared. And I only got kicked out the one time, and when I came back in, I put it in my Google browser instead, and I haven't been kicked out again.
Oh, awesome.
So maybe from now on, I will just do it. Now watch. I should knock on wood.
Okay, I placed it in there. How are you going to place the paper prototypes? Just put the pictures you took in there?
no, the paper prototype has to be a video, I think.
I think it said it could be pictures too. Let me look. How I saw that.
Now I can make it red.
Let me see what she says. It just says, or take pictures and upload them.
Okay. I could do that.
Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, I think so. You can also do. Most students just take a few pictures walking through the design. You can also do a simple digital mock-up walking through the design if you can't take pictures. It's beneficial to use the mock-up with your hands, but if it isn't possible, I understand.
I'm having way too much fun with this. Sorry. I just made a Chrome icon. My bad.
You're having.
Well, I actually have to go get my daughter from kindergarten. Sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
We need. I mean, is that?
I think we've got the paper prototype done here. I'm sorry. Let me show you the. I'm sorry. The storyboard we have done. Let me show you the paper prototype really fast so that we kind of run through it really quick. Let me stop sharing my screen and get my papers out. Okay. I have my little phone, just blank. We have our home page that comes on. Okay, and then once you click on the icon, you come to here, you click start, and it comes to the next screen. You hit lap, comes to the next screen. You hit lap, comes to the next screen. Like it looks just like the digitized one. I just
and then lap, 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 screenshot, screenshots taken. You know, it's just
Cool. Yeah.
paper.
That's awesome.
Looks good.
So, okay.
Well, thank you very much for doing most of that assignment.
Yeah. I mean, if someone wants to go make a fake finger, I'll update these pictures from in here.
Yeah, the example she gave of the paper prototype is images, but honestly, it looks more like a storyboard to me because it does say next to it what the person did.
Yeah, that's why I figured a video would be better, because then I can say, okay, and it shows the finger, I'm pushing start. Shows I'm pushing start. I'm pushing lap. You know, that it's kind of, it goes through the interaction. Because I remember her saying a video was better because of that. And I don't mind just, you know, holding my phone up or holding my thing like I just did and doing it really quick. So I can totally just do that real fast.
Oh, in the example of the interactive, they don't even necessarily show the
Is that Sarah? So you can go. I think we're okay.
I'm making a hand really. Does it have to be a finger or can it just be a small hand?
A small hand is fine. Looks like a mouse grabbing. I mean, you could also just make a pointer, cursor pointer, and just make it big. So we see it. I just thought the finger it would be bigger, but if whatever's easier.
I mean, in the examples they gave, it just on above the PowerPoint, above the image, it just said what was pushed. The PowerPoint example that she gave us for the interactive, it didn't even have a finger. It just said the user pushes blah. What the other thing we could have is instead of a finger, have like a large like circle that's like shaded. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sarah, I can do the finger, so you can get going.
Well, I'm almost done with mine. I'll just finish it, and then if you guys want to make something different, if you want something different.
Back up to open space with the trail, and anytime somebody decides they need to go on a walk, she thinks the territory is being invaded.
Let me see if I'm trying to figure out how to send this. It's harder than making it. I'm already done it. I mean, it's nothing special, so if you guys want to do something else, that's totally fine.
Well, mine's nothing special either, so I'm having just a little too much fun putting this together.
How do I upload something on here? Just so you guys
On
can
Slack, there's a little plus sign.
Oh, let's see it.
And then you can say from computer.
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to just call this good and export all of the images.
There's my quick hand, but if you want something different. I'm in a meeting. I can't right now. Hold on.
Huh? Why not?
Is that a wonderful teenager?
Yes, it is.
Are your kids on break this week or something, or is he just?
Well, we do get off on there's fall break is starting Thursday, but no, he just came over for lunch. We live close to the school.
Oh.
But he wants to take a car and go get food at somewhere else. Anyway. So does that hand look fine?
It looks great.
Okay, now do you want me to can you just get it off of here? I just did a JPEG. Do you want the...
No, JPEG's great.
Okay, awesome.
It's perfect. I just need to go grab it and throw it in here so I can open this PowerPoint and fix it.
I just did one too, Sarah, and mine looks like almost exactly like yours. That's funny.
That is funny.
I didn't fill mine in yet. Mine was just a black and white one, but I just went and looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, mine looks very similar. Except my pointer finger actually looks a little funny. I should it's a little bit fat, but.
Hey, nothing against fat fingers.
Yeah. I mean, it's not awesome, but I would have worked on it more if it mattered, but since it didn't.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it matters. Well, that's the thing, too, with mine. I'm like, yeah, this does not look amazing, but it doesn't look like I have any design skills, but I'm not worried about something for this. So.
Yeah.
And she said not to make it too, not to make it terrible.
Yeah. Okay, so just really quick, because I do have to go, but what do we want to split anything up for the next assignment, or how do we want to do that really quick?
I haven't even looked at the next assignment.
I've looked at it, but I don't know why I didn't look at it close enough. I really don't quite understand what it's even asking. Well, like we have to go through like a resume and make some personas for a resume, 3 to 4 personas for a resume, and then.
Yeah, we might just have to meet together and just go over it because there's so many pieces that are going to build off of each other that it's not like we can say, okay, here, you go do the persona, but then you do the scenario, but you doing the scenario, you have to wait for the person doing the persona. You kind of have to, it gets a little tricky.
That does. Okay, so then when can you guys meet? Or when do you want to meet for the next assignment?
I'm good anytime, I think.
I can do anything but tomorrow. Tomorrow I have doctor's appointments.
Yeah, tomorrow I can't do tomorrow either. It's insane. So, and I am probably leaving town Friday. My sister's baby they adopted is being sealed to them.
Awesome.
Very fun.
And so I'm probably headed to Utah.
Oh, very fun. Where at in Utah?
They're in Orem.
Oh, that's where I live.
Oh, that's where my parents live.
Oh.
Maybe we should just get together. Totally kidding. Not gonna.
Okay, I gotta go check them out. Okay, so Thursday's fine. I mean, my kids will be out of school, so it'll probably be crazy, but it'll be fine. It's not a huge deal. I have older kids that can watch my younger ones, hopefully, so Thursday will be fine.
Hopefully they'd help just, Bye, Mom. See you later.
Yeah. Do we want to do it at 11 or?
I'm good with 11.
Yeah, 11 works.
What time did you say you were leaving out of town?
I'm not leaving I don't think I'm leaving until Friday, Friday morning.
Oh, okay. So if we meet Thursday at 11, does that work for you, Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, I gotta run, so I'm gonna leave really quick, but thank you guys all for everything.
Of course.
Okay.
And I will get this video put together for the paper prototype because it seems like it would be easier anyway. And I'll throw that on Slack and you guys can let me know and I can just throw the link into our document.
Awesome. Thanks.
Or actually I could probably just upload it to, anyway, go ahead. Bye.
Okay. No, you're fine. No, you're good. Thank you. Bye.
Did that whole hand show up on there? Or it looks like it cut. Oh, maybe. Oh, I get it. Okay, never mind. Just looking at it.
You're fine. I went in and got rid of the white background on it so that when it goes over,
I was gonna say I can send. I could send. I mean, mine's not pretty, but I just saved it as a PNG, so I've got it.
No, I totally just finished. That's okay. I just went around with the pen tool and cut it out, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did mine as a PNG just so it had a clear background, but
yeah. Here, I could share my screen again if you're gonna stick around. Oh yeah, it's not like we're just in the dark. Just putting the hand in there. Clicking on it, and then I've got to take out this one and put in
feel bad I wasn't quicker on the hand because now I really did nothing.
You've been here participating.
Yeah, but
and you had a stressful. It's been stressful, so that's why I was trying to.
It's always stressful. Oh, and there's all this. Oh my goodness, being a single person in a group of single people, there's this gigantic drama going on. I'm like, why do I even so people have decided to drag me into the middle of things.
I'm sorry.
It's lovely. We're back in middle school being a single Yeah.
That's not fun.
No, it's crazy. So
I looked at a friend and yeah, I watched a friend go through a divorce and I was like, yep, I choose therapy.
yeah, well, I mean, mine was, I mean, he left me for someone, and so it was it is what it is. But it's just, yeah, I mean, like I've got this group of friends, and we do all these things together, and someone created some drama, and someone else created more drama, and then someone decided to pull me into it because I happen to know both of them, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, seriously, I'm like, I feel like we're in middle school, so that's adding to my stress because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this with people. I'm not dealing with it. I have too much going on. So I'm just kind of like checked out of that right now. I'm like, it's ridiculous. We're all grown adults. We don't need to act like we're 12.
Yeah, I would be with you there.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And then almost done. You guys totally don't have to stick around if you guys are like, I'm done. Let's just go.
Oh no, I'm happy to stick around and wait because you're doing all the work, and I'm just watching you do it.
I'm having fun. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
I almost feel like I need to upload my hand just so you know I did do something. Oh, even though it's not pretty, but
Oh. Where is, oh, rotates up there. So it looks like he's taking a screenshot. I might even just put a little text in here, taking a screenshot. Anyway. Then this one doesn't need a hand on it because it's all done. Ta-da!
awesome.
I'm going to put our names on here so that she connects the two together in case she's like, wait a second. There. I mean, I could go in and put like little text of coming in, but I would think, if I were to go into story, go into this, that, she'd come in and say, okay, we're clicking on stopwatch, and okay, we're clicking on start, and then we're clicking on lap, and lap, and lap, and stop, and screenshotting, and we're done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Makes
I think
sense.
the only thing that this might be the only one that needs a little bit, and I can just put a little text box that says taking a screenshot. There. Okay. So I mean, it's not super interactive, but it at least shows which one is which. And
I think based on her description, she didn't want us to spend tons of time on it anyways. It just needed to be able to show that we knew what we were doing and that we understood the difference.
I agree.
And we've gotten full credit. We've gotten full credit on everything. I think she knows that. I mean, I think what she is looking for is making sure that we do understand and that we know what we're doing and that we're putting forth the effort.
Yeah.
And doing the work. So
I agree. Okay. There's our storyboard in there. Paper prototype. I could throw pictures in there and then also have a link to a video so that she has that. And then PowerPoint, I'll just say PowerPoint. Why is this so small? Presentation attached. That is teeny. There we go. It's also teeny. Yeah, I mean, I think this is good. We'll just, I'll make sure when I throw this in that I upload this, and I will re-upload this to Slack so you guys have it for records. Someone ever disputes and it's like, oh no, we didn't. You guys didn't do that. Be like, yes, we did. Okay. And then, yeah, I think we're good. I'll go ahead and put that quick little video together for the paper prototype and post that up, see what you guys think, and then we can just get this turned in. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
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 Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Mhm.